at all. But guys, we're into the finals here. Game number 1, Summoner's Rift Amateur Cup here, hosted by UCG, CSN, and a Raid Call. Everyone's using the Raid Call, I believe, as their voice chat, so good luck DDoS in that. In before Hermie feeds. I don't know who Hermie is, but I hope that he doesn't feed. Go unstoppable force versus immovable object. The age-old quiz. Who will give out first? Do not know. Alright, let's see who has the skins to win. Frozen Terror, Nocturne, Emerald Terror, Hired Gun Graves, up against what seems to be only the White Mage Vhagar. But that is a really cool skin, White Mage Vhagar, going back to friggin' Final Fantasy, man. Good times. Good times. I'm hoping these other two connect. Maybe they just have a little bit of a slower computer setup. Vlad with the Ignite in the mid. Hired Gun Graves with the Ignite in the bot. And we got that teleport top for Cho'Gath. So Cho'Gath, again, hopefully he will be able to sustain his way through his lanes. And then when he starts getting his ultimate, he can just start feeding up to that point. Very interested to see if it's going to be a tanky Cho'Gath or an AP Cho. Because they do got a Taric. Taric with the Shatter aura of the extra armor. Hired Gun Graves, of course, every time he's in combat, he gains a stack of armor. And Magic Resist is a very tanky bottom lane to deal with. Nocturne can definitely get up a bit tankier, but people seem to like to go a bit more offensive for him. He might get a Frozen Mallet, probably at most, maybe even an Aegis, maybe a Shurilia's. I'd be surprised if we got a Shurilia's though. You know, with a Nocturne, attack speed and attack damage definitely go very well for him. But going tanky is never a bad thing. Vladimir, of course, he can build tanky all he wants. Get himself that Abyssal, get himself a Rylai's. It can definitely start getting up there. Chalice could go fine with him. Where's our Yorick? Where's Professor Quackers? Skarner, no skin, minus points for style. Let's just concentrate on the music. Because it's Zelda, man. Oh, okay. I guess we're not concentrating on the music. Oh, pause going out. I can deal with that. So, what's going on? Did not DC. He's just really slow, apparently. Alright, well, we're just gonna hang out and wait for the game to begin. So, until then, we'll put the Zelda music back on. Pastry time, big shout out there in the chat. Australia's premier League of Legends commentator, who I have had the pleasure of working with. He's a great guy. Too bad we can't get him in here. But you gotta make a living, bro. Gotta make a living. Don't you waffle heart me. You do it right, sir. Do it right. There you go. That's a heart. It's the pastry heart. Play nicely, kids. Play nicely. Is everybody ready? Are we all nice? Are we ready to play nice now? Twitch TV, Unified Comp Gaming. Bam. Alright, we can hide the chat. Yeah, I'm unmuted. Phew, good. Not talking to myself. Sometimes. Alright, in our bottom left corner here, ladies and gentlemen, in our blue corner, Perpetual Chaos coming off a 2-0 win in their semifinal bracket, but they are going up against the powerhouse team of Endless Variety here in our top red, sporting the red trunks. And you can see Tarek going for the counter ward for the counter invade. I guess that's about the best way to put it. Tarek put out this early ward just to see if the blue team's going that way. Now, since the blue team's not going that way, or they're going around it, Team Red has no idea where they are. This could be a very big bush right here. Oh, they're going to be finding each other in the bush. Forever Yuns is going to be taking a lot of damage. Here goes that Blitz pull, but Blitz might be pulling himself to his death. Look at the kill. The kill is going to go to the Tarek. First blood. Blitz able to pick up the second. Very short order. A lot of kills going down. We're about to pick up ourselves Tarek. Tarek, it does bite the bullet as well, but no, we got that passive going off. It's not going to be enough. That Blitzcrank does drop as well. Neuronati not looking so good, but it is 3-on-1. They are going to be still going at it here. The flash comes out, Professor Crackers, and there's the flash from Corky, able to pick up that kill as well. ESV card, or EV card, is going to be able to pick up that kill as well. And this is the most insane level 1 fight that I have ever seen. 8 kills total, including a teleport Veigar. Teleport Veigar to get the 8th kill. And now he's going to come in here with the stun on top of Cho'Gath. There's no stun. There's no stun. There it is. 9 kills, level 1 fight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. I am friggin' making that a highlight video later. Wow. Blitz just going around punching people. That's exactly right. That was a level 1 fight. 5-4, which means we had an unofficial ace. We got 5 for 4 kills there. My goodness. Well, what a fantastic start to an opening game here in the finals of the UCG Amateur Tournament. But it was just like, as soon as they both entered the bush, all hell broke loose. It's like some kind of mechanism that we have. It's that survival mechanism in everyone. It's just like, oh god, throw it. Just throw the damages. Get them away from me. But yeah, look at this. We do got the Cho'Gath top up against that Yorick, and it is going to be Vladimir mid up against that Veigar. Jungles have now gone off to their respective areas, and we got our bottom lane just kind of fooling around. But Vladimir came up 3-0-1 or 3-1-0 in that exchange, but Corky at 4-0-1. I just want to point out, ladies and gentlemen, 3 minutes in, we got the double Dorn Blade and the boots and the dagger in this bottom lane, Corky. That's pretty ridiculous. Professor Quack is not looking so good. Here comes the incoming gank, and with that red and blue, Bauru is able to pick up the kill. That nocturne play, man, very strong ganks early on from before level 6, mostly because of that fear. You get off that fear and that slow, and you combo that very nicely with your lane partner, and bam, big things happen. That's exactly right. 5-5 is the score, exactly the same amount of gold on both teams. EV Card going to be trying to do his best up against that Veigar, but Veigar is a monster ever since they tweaked his numbers a few patches ago. He is just a very strong monster at this point. But the good news is that Veigar is going, he's going to be able to counter this Vladimir very nicely. Because late game, after you get that farmed up Q and that stun combination, unless we have a Merc Treads come out for Vladimir, and it's going to be very, very tough for him to survive those combos, especially since he's going to be building AP, and Veigar just loves it when you have AP against him. He's an anti-mage. It's pretty Awesome. Professor Quacker is trying to go toe-to-toe here with xPChaos, but xPChaos looks like he has the upper hand, at least for now, is able to outrun those ghosts, so not too much damage is able to land on top of him, but he is doing fairly well up there. 12 to 14 is the creep kills, so 4 assists xPChaos has under his name. 2 deaths and 4 assists is the response here from Yorick. So, you know, right off the bat, these level 1 fights just have so many different advantages. It's just like you're just not used to kind of stats like this early into the game, because we already have 10 kills on the board and it's 5 minutes in. Yeah, you missed it, Exoyo. You missed it. Why'd you go AFK for the 9-kill level 1 fight? How could you? How could you? But guys, that was just intense. If you're just joining us, a 9-kill level 1 fight is something you don't really hear of that much. So yeah, you can tell EV card in this mid just really trying to trade off very nicely into that mid exchanges. But here we go, the gank Bauru coming in, but not exactly the best of spots. We got that exhaust going out, but we're just outside that tower range, not able to land too much damage. But hey, the damage was done. We had a lot of exhausts going off there as well, and you can see just the pools of the nightmare visions or whatever it is that Nocturne does to people. I would like to think that he would give people nightmares if he was in real life. Yes. Here comes the stun dazzle combination coming down onto that Blitzcrank. He does not have that field warded, and now with that ignite, he is able to get the kill. Will Nero Nanny go down? He lives! He lives, ladies and gentlemen, with like 90 hit points. Pretty ridiculous. Just needed 1 or 2 more auto attacks from that Corky, but he's not going to be able to get it. Looks like he's going to be okay up top. However, it might not be the same situation. A good rupture coming out from xPChaos. He's going to be trying to go around the bend. Gets that his silence off, but they're going to be chasing him down. The flash comes out, as well as another knockup. Forever Yours is still trying to land this kill. A good bait out there from xPChaos. He is dancing these guys extremely well. He gets the kill, maybe even the double. No, he does misinterpret which way he's going to go right there, but an excellent move from xPChaos. Deacon out, doesn't die, gets 1 kill, nearly the second. We got the pings coming out saying, hey, Nocturne, get up here, gank this guy, he's free bait. But some excellent footsies right there from xPChaos, avoiding a lot of damage and keeping himself alive. Made the best from a terrible situation right there. And that's a teleport. That's a teleport red buff xPChaos. He comes back right into the lane after going back to town and doing a little bit of buying. He does have that Philosopher's Stone as well as now a Health Crystal, so I'm very curious if he's going to go for a double gold per 10 build with that Heart of Gold. He did not bother with the boots, but needless to say, he's got this top lane on the run at this point. In terms of creep kills, it does look like Yorick's up a little bit, but now we got a kill under the belt of that Cho'Gath. So GG, well played. The pink buff going down saying, get out of my blue, and Nocturne should be able to finish that off no problem. Is Vladimir going to cross in order to grab it? Not too sure at this point. Who has a blue buff here? We don't actually have the blue buff spawned on blue side yet, which is very curious, which means we killed it a lot earlier here on Team Red, but nope, Vladimir saying, I don't need it. Cooldowns are cool, but I don't need the mana. Just take it, Nocturne, do your thing. He's going to come in here, try to do a little bit of trading. And Vladimir early on, 7 minutes in, he has that Hextech Revolver. Again, with a 9-kill level 1 fight, we're going to have a very accelerated item builds from a lot of these players, and that's just going to really help them get to those final end games just that much quicker. We do got that tier now on top of Yorick, so it does look like he is going to go for a Mana Mune first. Be very surprised if he turned that tier into anything else. But Mana Mune first to help out his offensive capabilities as well as his mana issues, because he does have to spend a lot of mana. Cho'Gath did indeed get that Heart of Gold, so he is going to be running the double gold pretend. It's going to help him out pretty good in terms of the money, but look at this combination. We're going to come in here trying to land the kill on top of Nero Nanny, but EV card comes in, and he's going to be slowing them down, throwing down a lot of extra damage, but Veigar in down here as well. Shadow is able to pick up that kill with his silence, and what a turnaround in this bottom lane. That Veigar with that teleport, man, making the plays happen. But up top, we do got that Fear red and blue going off on top of Professor Quackers. The Fear kind of anti-useful right there, however, because we did have the knockup coming up, the rupture from xPChaos, and the Fear actually maneuvered Professor Quackers out of it. Doesn't matter. Quackers is able to ultimate himself. He's just going to pick up some creep kills here as a little bit of a consolation. But Veigar, man, that plays in that bottom lane. Vlad had to walk all the way down there, gets defeated by a teleport Veigar. Jungler's going to clash in the middle a little bit. Red and blue is going to be going off on top of Forever Yours, but it's not going to be enough to take him down with those shields, as well as the tower is still standing there very healthy. Man, oh man, I just cannot believe that bottom lane just got denied so very hard there by Endless Variety. I mean, those kind of setups usually work extremely well, but I think it has to do more with just Graves taking too much damage off the bat. He wasn't able to really stick around in the fight or do his... Did he even throw down his ultimate? He didn't have his ultimate. He now just skilled up his ultimate, so that's how dire that situation was right there. So now Vladimir, what did Vladimir get for boots? He did get the Merc Treads, which is going to help him out immensely for these combinations from Veigar because of that tenacity. It is going to be reducing the amount of time that he is stunned, which means that he will be able to maneuver out of a lot of the danger zone that Veigar is able to throw down, because the combination later on, especially after Vlad starts getting a lot more AP, is gonna hurt. Yeah. Now, I do look at Cho'Gath. He has himself a recurve bow. Either he's going some weird ionic build spark, or that recurve bow is going to turn into a Wit's End, which I don't think I've ever seen on a Cho'Gath. Maybe I just don't watch enough Cho'Gath games, but yeah, not too sure. Either way, 8-8 is the score. We're pretty much dead even, which is what you want to see here in a finals game, because a one-sided finals isn't really much of a finals now, is it, ladies and gentlemen? You can see Skarner hanging out more towards mid. Vladimir actually taking the Wraiths. But no, Skarner, you're going to get hit here by Baru, or maybe it's Baru going to get hit by everyone else. The Skarner ultimate comes down, but we did miss the combo there from Veigar. Now Veigar out of mana. EV card going to come in here. It's not going to be enough to save his friend. Baru does go down to this combination. EV card may be able to make the best of a bad situation, but no, that is a lot of damage that he is not able to tank from Forever Yours. And again, this Veigar combo in the mid, able to make a huge turnaround in terms of kills. That puts us up now 5 kills in a row for Team Blue, putting them in the score lead, the gold lead, and something happened. What happened, guys? What's going on? Something's wrong. This is why we got pause. Yeah. Dance with me because we got pause. No redos. Nope. After that level 1 fight, there is no way we were doing a redo. No way. My heart just exploded from that top action. This game, man, 18 kills in 11 minutes. Like, sometimes you'll see that, but it's like 15 kills on one team and then 3 on the other. You never see them like this close. The only thing that would have been better is a 10 kill level 1 fight. That's all you need. A 10 kill level 1 fight. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait until they are done with all the pauses, but you know, let's take this opportunity to check out some of these lane matchups. Can I move the camera? No, I can't move the camera. Okay, that's fine. Top lane, Cho'Gath, 74 creeps, 2 kills, 4 assists, has the double gold pretends. Should be doing fairly well for himself, whereas our Yorick 034, you know, not that hot. He is down now in the creeps, and in terms of gold, let's see, yeah, 2950 to 4,000. Cho'Gath, huge lead in that top lane this early game. Now mid, it did look like, you know, Vladimir, who started off 4-0, looked really strong. Sorry, 3-0. But since then, he hasn't gotten a single kill. He has 3-3-0, 3 deaths in a row. He did start off with a very early xPChaos, which typically combos very well for a Vladimir into a Mercury Treads. Oh, the game's unpaused. Yay. And, you know, he has 3,700 gold. But Veigar, 404 with 80 creeps, so he's really up there. 4,500 gold. 4,500 gold. There we go, directed camera. Yeah, we get the stun on top of that blitz, stops that aggression, but are we going to see the pull? No, we are not, ladies and gentlemen. No pull today. So you can see right now that top lane, Keishun, doing extremely well. Mid lane, it is Veigar dominating that. Let's check out this bottom. Oh, that was Corki. Oops. I was looking at Corki. 4,100 compared to 3,100. Yeah, Veigar 216, still winning the lane, but it's not as big a deal as It was. So now let's look at Corki. 404 up against that Graves. 123 has the higher creep advantage as well as the higher item advantage. 3,200 to 4,900 gold. Yeah. Corki doing amazing in this bottom lane. 404 has been part of 8 of the 10 kills, which is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Do they know what's going on here? They know. Yeah, they know. They're coming. This could be bad. Nope. If we did not get that spell shield up, could have been a very different story, but Baru is able to get out of that. A-okay. Veigar and Skarner coming down here just for the moral support, saying, guys, we got your back, bros. Don't worry. So no Dragon going down, but Baru will be able to pick up the blue yet again. Now we do have this pink ward here. So we know exactly what's going on. I mean, it's very visible. So we are gathering up. Are we going to be able to contest this Dragon? Look at that. Veigar just goes on over here and says, nope, you are not going to be contesting this. Stay the hell away from my Dragon. And blue will get it pretty much undefeated. Uncontested. You know, we had a nice front row seat right here with this ward. Can this counter ward see that ward? Yeah, it can. Nobody's done anything about it yet, though. But yeah, Dragon going to blue team, putting them up now 1.7, 2.4k gold. Subtract instead of add, the other way around. And yeah, blue team looking pretty strong. I mean, it's hardly their game at this point. Look at that pull into the guns. Lots of damage going down on top of this Graves. He does have to just try to dash on out of that. And, you know, we did do a lot of damage to that Blitzcrank as well, but the dash saving his life after that silence, as well as the ignite. Another phosphorus bomb going down on top of Nero Nane. Has to pop those health potions. Has to try to just mitigate the damage that is coming down on top of him, but they don't have that bush warded. So that means that we have pretty much fair game for Blitzcrank, and look at those big missiles coming out. If we had not face tanked it with our Terror, it could have been a very different situation. But we're putting that lane to the, basically to the question. You know, we're destroying this bottom lane as a blue team, and we don't really have an endless variety answer. Veigar is going to actually teleport back to mid. Just make sure that his tower does not take any unnecessary damage. Veigar with the Deathfire Grasp at 15 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be just some extremely painful bursts. And Vladimir is going to have to try to deal with it. Vladimir does have himself the rod now, the blasting rod, so he might be getting... might be going straight for that Will of the Ancients, or he might be saving up for maybe... oh, Rabadon. Zonia's just does not sound right for a Vladimir. Just does not sound right at all. A little bit of a jungler battle going on. Red and blue versus nothing. But we do have an Oracles on top of our Skarner, which means we do not want to be losing him anytime soon. Back your Skarner. Oh yeah, I can get rid of this chat now. We don't need chat. So overall, blue team up in terms of pretty much everything. Look at that burst. EV card losing a quarter of his health. Pretty ridiculous. Now we do got Nocturne lining up in this bottom lane. He's just sitting there kind of chilling, kind of cool. It's just like, alright guys, I'll ult in when we got the chance. We had to pink ward this bush, and I guess Tarek is trying to do the baiting at this point. Now we do got Skarner off to the side. We have no idea that he's there. In fact, we have zero ward coverage in terms of the river. And we do got Veigar coming down here as well. So if we can get a really good Blitzcrank pull, we're going to see a death happen no matter what. Skarner now here in the back bush. Does have that Oracles. Could actually move up and take out the ward, but that will reveal him. Nocturne, and it does look like Veigar have given up. They're like, it's not worth the trouble. You can see the positioning battle going on here. Blitzcrank with the ball! Misses. Good dash coming out from that Graves, but they are going to be able to take out this pink ward. Again, denying vision here to the team red, and that is something you cannot afford when you're up against a Blitzcrank. If you are up against a Blitz, you kind of need to keep tabs on him. Otherwise, you're going to be in some pain as he just grabs you out of nowhere. That's pretty much what's going to happen. So now here comes Forever Yours. There's the grab. Again, you need to keep vision on there. Here comes the Skarner. Skarner ultimate landing on top of that Tarek. We're going to be going for the kill, and yes, we are able to grab it. Excellent, excellent coordination here from Team Blue in that bottom lane. Again, vision is very critical, but what can you do up against a Skarner with an Oracles at 17 minutes? You're just going to lose all your wards. That's what you're going to do, and then you lose your life. That's exactly what Tarek did. He lost his life. We're about to lose this tower as well. Out goes that exhaust. Oh, the grab actually missing from this Blitzcrank, so there will probably not be a kill on top of this Graves, but this tower could be in a little bit of a better spot. Here comes the Nocturne Ultimate on top of mid, and it is going to be enough to take down that Veigar. I want to actually backtrack and look at that. Here we go. Veigar versus Vladimir mid. Does look like Vladimir has a little bit of a creep wave, so he's going to try to push it as much as he can. Some good poke going around, and there's the Nocturne up in the corner. Vladimir trying to make a play, He's gonna fake it out. What? Now he's just gonna wait for his cooldowns, I guess. The good stun come out and the burst. Oh my god, EV card living with like 5 hit points. The flash comes out from Veigar to try to get the kill, and if you gotta say a clutch play right there, guys, that was clutch. That was clutch. 11-9 as the score, and we did lose that bottom tower, which means we do have a tower on the board here for Team Blue. They're still up about 3,000 gold, as Keishan still punishing this top lane very heavily. He's now up in the creeps in terms of the kills as well as the farm. Those gold pretends are going to start ticking away. We do have the counter gold pretends coming out from our Yorick, because he is kind of realizing he's not having the best of times, but we do have that Wit's End on Cho'Gath. Again, maybe I just don't watch enough Cho'Gath play, but a Wit's End sounds very strange to me. It's not an AP Cho'Gath, so it's going to be something a bit more tanky. So a bit more tanky, gets a little bit more extra DPS because he can attack faster, adds 42 damage to every auto attack as well. And now, I don't know, what's the next move after that? Armor? Magic armor? More magic armor? I don't know. Baru getting blown up, however, in this jungle fight, and yeah, he will go down to the continued pressure of Corki. Corki with those magic missiles. Blitz pulled the blue through the bush! Oh my goodness! How did I miss that? Who got that blue? Corki got that blue, and that is going to be spelling disaster for this bottom lane. Corki with the blue just means infinite missile spam. Infinite missile spam. And Graves is having a hard enough time in that bottom lane, as is Infinite. Exactly. Yeah, EV card coming up here for a Gang is going to be having to throw that ultimate down on top of himself, but it's not going to be nearly enough to take down anyone. Look at Keishan looking really hot. About 750 hit points. Yeah, you're not going to be taking that down anytime soon. EV card with that. Does he have that Will the Ancients yet? Nope, he still only has the Hextech, but still, it's enough. Red team turret goes down in the mid, but we counter that turret up top. It does look like we're going to be invading this jungle, saying, get out, it is ours. And again, missile spam, missile spam, missile spam. Here goes the Dragon. Dragon is now up, 19 minutes in. Second Dragon going to blue. Do we have vision on it this time? No, we do not. But Veigar, again, just going to be playing interference, saying, get away. Blue team gets it again, uncontested. Second Dragon of the game. 25 minutes in, we will see our third. But yeah, blue, you know, they're really having to fight for this. It's only about a 4K difference at this point. They've lost their top pretty thoroughly. Although Vladimir really has not really won his mid. I mean, that was a really good revenge kill on top of Veigar that we just saw a little bit ago. And then up top, it's going to help him out his farm. He's up to 5-3 now, gotten out of that only death kind of slump. But bottom lane is now kind of resorting to just roaming. I mean, we got Graves mid, Tarek's going back bottom, and this bottom lane of Corki and Blitz is just doing work for Team Blue. They're able to push right up to the next turret, which means that they have spectacularly won their lane. 10 of the 12 kills Corki has been a part of. He has an Infinity Edge. He's probably going back and picking up a Zeal. He has 1,800 gold. He's going to go for the Last Whisper next. Very interesting. Typically you'll see a Phantom Dancer before a Last Whisper, but here we go. We got a gank up top. Professor Quakers as well as Forever Yours. Forever Yours is going to be bringing him over to the Veigar. The Veigar stun come out with the burst combo, able to take down that gigantic lobster dinosaur. Now we do got Nocturne up here trying to play a little bit of cleanup crew, but literally there's nobody hurt. It's going to be very hard to clean that up because it's pretty much a full death kind of thing that you got to go through. Now EV card face checking right here into it. Blitzcrank throwing down that silence. Shadow not looking so good either, But Baru, oh, he's going to ultimate. He will get the kill on top of that Blitzcrank. He will die for it. Corki adding another kill to the record. Not looking good for EV Card. EV Card is not going to go quietly into the night, but the good burst combo comes down from that Corki. And again, another 2 kills for Corki. This could lead us to a very early Baron, ladies and gentlemen, as Corki is sitting at 7-0-5. Has an Infinity Edge, a pickaxe, a lot of lifesteal to his name as well. Will they be able to take down this Baron? They just get 2 kills on top of Endless Variety. They're up 15-11. This top lane is nowhere in view. And bam, down it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 21-minute Baron here for Perpetual Chaos, as they're doing fantastic here in the game number 1 of the finals of the UCG Amateur League of Legends tournament. 22 minutes in, it's looking really good for them right now. Up to 7k gold difference. It does look like Kayshawn is going to be hitting that Frozen Heart next. He does have the Glacial right now. Frozen Heart coming up. Tarek has been having a rough time. He has the double gold per 10. It does look like he's maybe going for a Shurelius next, but he still only has the tier 1 boots. Not exactly in the strongest of positions. Now we do got the Wriggles as well as a Purple Ward and the Merc Shreds here from Baru. Baru getting tired of the Veigar combinations as well. There's a lot of stuff that can go on between the time you get stunned and the time you're not stunned from a Veigar combo. So yeah, Merc Tread's very good on him. He has that Negatron Cloak to boot as well. Ooh, Oracles. Fancy. Graves, again, he had to go for that Zeal first because he just cannot seem to save up the money for the BF sword. He does now have that BF sword, but at 23 minutes in without an Infinity Edge or a Bloodthirster, it's not looking good for him at this point. 1, 2, 3, 150 creeps. He does need, that's a respectable farm, but it's hardly groundbreaking. We got that Frozen Heart now on Kayshawn, so he's looking fantastic. 225, almost 200 creep kills, most in the game. Cho'Gath, you monster, you. Now on the flip side, Forever Yours, it does look like he has, wow, he has a lot of health. That's what he has. Shurelia's, Heart of Gold, and Giant's Belt. Not too sure. Giant's Belt, I guess it's going to be a Warmogs. I mean, you really don't see a Frozen Mallet on top of Skarners these days, but you know what? We just lost that top turret. Does look like York's going to be pushing in. That's a lot of extra and welcome global gold to the blue team. And with this Baron buff, it is very hard for our red team to do any kind of, commitment fights here. Oops, sorry. Now Kayshawn not looking so good. Down goes the stun. Oh, the combination is going to be landing on top of that dinosaur. He's not looking so good. Cho'Gath is, down. Wow, triple kill coming out for the blue team. They're not done yet. EV Card is going to be dropping as well with that Baron buff doing some excellent work. Blitzcrank trying to steal it out. Wants himself that kill, but an ace 4-0. That's what happened right there, ladies and gentlemen. Blue team 4 versus 5, their entire Endless Variety got themselves the win at 20-11 with a 9-kill level 1 fight to start this game off. It snowballed extremely well for Team Blue, and they were able to pick themselves up game number 1 in this best of 3 finals. I kind of want to go back and show off that level 1 fight again, but we'll leave that to YouTube because we have a game number 2 ready to go, and we're going to be bringing it to you live here. I'm the Four-Chord Jester. We're here with the Summoner's Rift Amateur Cup. Brackets you can find on the Cybersportsnet. Everyone is using Raid Call, one of the official sponsors here of this game. And, it is all here by the Unified Comp Gaming. So, guys, we're going to get game number 2 ready for you. And rolling. Don't go anywhere. Go grab a friend, actually, and then don't go anywhere.